Alright, and we're back. This time it's our resident hobo FoxValoR, the guy we gave a cheeseburger to play. And he's squaring off against Valy, who decided not to take pink this time, because Fox had already gobbled that up for himself. So he decided to go with royal blue. Well, we'll see what happens here. FoxValoR in the last game, he squared off against Keepy, the resident Protoss badass. And didn't fare too well, to be honest. Could have used a few more ghosts in his bio ball, but maybe he's going to learn from his mistakes and correct that. Maybe he's not even going to try that at all. We'll see what happens. Meanwhile, Valy, he watched the last game, so he probably knows what FoxValoR's all about. Maybe he's going to do something to shut him down. I don't know.
We'll just have to see.
We certainly will have to see. Of course, Valy off to scout the close position there, see what's going on. Is that the close position?
That's just...
No, there's no real close position on this map.
No.
It's all pretty much equidistant. What a great word for me to use there. I'm so pro. Anyway.
Is that the pronunciation? I like equidistant.
Well, we can talk about that in our next cast.
No. Let's talk about... This is important.
With the articulation and etymology of words.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, I'm so sexy. So yeah, Valy checking out the northwestern position, discovering nothing. Figures, alright, so he must be at the other base that I haven't scouted. Making a lot of sense, that, of course. FoxValoR moving out to check the close position, maybe?
Stop it. No. It's equidistant. And, yeah, he's going to check out the northwest and the northeast to find him. Yo, he's at the southeast, alright. Good thing is that Valy, even though he discovered him in the last spawning position, he did get a free look inside his base. I thought he would get denied by a Marine, but the Marine is going to come out sometime soon. He could do a little bit of scoot and shoot and take out that probe, no problem. Oh, he's going to lay down some gas stealage, and that's definitely going to go on. You know what? You could fill in that blank for me.
Oh, he got out with the probe. I love it. That's going to slow down his build order. Of course, that won't slow down Poop at all if he wasn't going to go for something that requires gas, for example, Banshees or tanks or something like that, because you only really need one gas to pump out those Marauders. But he figures, why not? I'll drop it anyway, just in case. That's good, though. That's good, because that'll give him a bit of peace of mind, I suppose. He's going to figure, well, there won't be any fast Banshees coming out. And that's always nice
it eliminates more possibilities. And perhaps, based on that philosophy, Valy is just going to say, okay, now I'm going to build against the remaining possibilities, fewer possibilities, such as Marine Marauders and stuff. We'll see exactly what he goes for. I'm going to guess that he's going to go for Colossi or something like that. If he wants to be real ballsy and continue doing what he does best, a Phoenix play.
I don't know if Phoenix plays so great against the Terran, who's pumping out a lot of Marines, but he's realized, of course, that the Ghost Academy is back there. It is hidden, but no longer. And that's bad for FoxValoR, man. He would have invested quite a lot into that Ghost Academy, and that means, you know, things are not going to go his way. Still going with the Ghost, though. He's pumping him out. Figures, why not? EMP does work very well against Protoss, even if he knows I'm getting it. And, well, we'll just see if he learns from his mistake last time and decides to get a few more Ghosts. But instead of doing that early pressure that he did before, he's decided to go for an expand instead of more forces. Meanwhile, in Valy's camp, he's decided to toss up 2 more gateways. Maybe he'll go 4-gate.
I'm kind of confused. He did spot the Ghost Academy there, so why wouldn't he go for a robotics facility? It's kind of weird, isn't it?
Well, it is weird, but maybe he figures, I'll go 4-gate, and I'll just jump in there before the cloak is even researched. You know what I mean?
Oh, maybe he's going 3-gate, actually, and doing nothing else for now.
Looks like maybe... Nope. He decided to go for an expansion as well. Can't say that I agree with that, really. Because once he spotted that Ghost Academy, he must have realized the Ghost Academy costs quite a lot. I don't know how much it is, but it's not exactly cheap. And
it's 150, I think.
Well, there you go. You know that in the early stages, that's pretty costly. So he must have said to himself, like, okay, so he's got a Ghost Academy. He can't have that many forces, especially if he's pumping out a Ghost. So I'll expand. I don't know. I don't think that was great. Maybe he could have done some quick early pressure. I mean, it would have. I think it might have succeeded. Really, looking at his base here.
I wouldn't have gone for any of that. I would have assumed that he, as soon as the Ghost Academy is up nice and early like he did before, I would assume, okay, just in case, he might be going for Cloak, I'd get down a robotics facility or a forge. And finally, the robotics facility is coming down. Because imagine, I mean, he could have gotten the Cloak already, come into the base, taken out that mineral line, nice and easy. I think that was a little bit of a blunder on Valy's part. He's just lucky enough that the Terran decided not to go on with that ghost play. Instead, he's going for that orbital command at his natural. And it's just landed right now, and now he's going to get his economy up nice and fast, especially with those mules being called down.
Yeah, that's true. You know what? You're probably right. I mean, it's easy to say, oh, Valy should have done this when we know what the Terran's doing. I guess he actually played it. He played it right. He decided to get that robo for the observer. But I'm just fixated on Valy being more aggressive in his gameplay. So that's why I figured he should have gone 4-gate and then just moved in. But, well, fine. He did the right thing. If you would have done it and he did it, then I'm probably wrong as usual. But look at that. Look at that. See how he spread his forces, Valy? Did you see that?
Yeah, he's got to be weary of the ghost EMPs because he's got so many sentries. And they're so useful when they have energy. I think you'd agree.
Yeah, sentries with energy are just a notch more useful than sentries without. I agree with that. But spreading him out nice and thin is a good attention to detail. That's nice. So he's sending his observer in to see what's up. He's going to spot all those Marines, and he's probably going to be thinking to himself, all right, well, Templar or Colossus? I got to be honest with you, man. I would go Templar.
He's moving in, and I don't think Valy spotted this. No, he decided to pull back. Nah, he's bringing some SCVs for cannon fodder. That scan should be an indication that he may be making a move. Hopefully he spotted him on the high ground. No, he takes out 3 sentries.
My God, that was a nice EMP, and not the best force fields, really. He should have cut that force in half, but oh my. You know what? This might actually be an early GG, because those bad force fields lost the game here. Valy, doing everything right, but those force fields, that's the problem with these high levels of play. It's that one tiny little error, a couple of millimeters, makes the difference between life and death, winning and losing, and that's exactly what we've seen here. Those force fields, they should have kept the forces on the low ground so that he could fire down, maybe reinforce. But my lord, what a great EMP! You know what? It's like I told you, man. This bio ball with the EMP is so useful, so powerful against Protoss, especially if you do it quickly. There's just nothing you can do unless you play a perfect game against it, And, well, there you go. My point is proven. The Bioball Ghost thing works. Valy played it all good, but I'm telling you, I know. It's easy to say because we're the spectators, but I'm telling you, had he moved in early, had he been more aggressive, this would have gone differently.
Yeah, I suppose so. I guess what he was counting on was going for a nice, safe build, going for the Colossi. I think you may have noticed that the robotics bay was down, and eventually his economy was going up so that he could push out some Colossi and then have a nice, firm win. But I think he just wasn't watching enough, because those ghosts really... They made the game. They made the game.
They certainly did. It's like what I said in that first game, that last game where we saw FoxValoR play. I told you, the ghost with the bio ball thing, you can make an entire game out of that against Protoss. It just works so well. And then when you get your Marines with a shield, a couple of upgrades and stim, man, forget about it.
Yeah.
There's just very little you can do against that, unless, of course, you have some Templar spread out, good and thin, and just tossing in perfect Psystorms. But even then, it's tough. I tell you, that's a very powerful thing against Protoss. FoxValoR knew it. FoxValoR exploited it. FoxValoR won. But of course, not to say that Valy wasn't playing a great game too, because he's good. What can I say? But he's just got to be a little more aggressive. That's my point there. Anyway, I ramble on too long because I'm still high. And you got anything to add to that, or shall we call it?
No, I think that's just about it.
All right, fair enough. I know that you're busy doing this and that, so
They're
yeah.
going for another game. That's why.
Well, that's fair enough. I'm going to call it here. See you guys next time.